Like if you see it coming,
hit it.
If you see it coming, hit it. That's it.
You'll never see it coming. That was Roundhouse with that secret roundhouse. I like it.
That's right. Roundhouse, the movie.
Starring Shotgun Murphy.
Shotgun Murphy. And introducing Ron Robinson. Oh my gosh. Man. Speaking of Roundhouse, I watched the previous episode, Mr. Comic Book Purist. I gotta come at you for something. You were talking about there was only 150 mutants. You were wrong, sir. It was 198 mutants.
I knew I was close.
You were, and it was almost even 199, but the government kept it under rights.
You were 48 off. That wasn't close.
48.
I know, right?
Not even close.
I was 48 off too.
So close.
So by a long shot.
By
so,
48.
They kept the 199th mutant under wraps, but I figured out who it is. When I went through and I did all the research, I found out it was the potato.
Yes.
Oh shit.
I'm back, bitches.
That's like watching a basketball game or something like that. And they're like, my team won 198 to 150. And they're like, it was so close.
Nigga, please.
We almost could have had a sort of.
It was so close. They were only 48 off.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I am.
No, it's fine.
We need a LeBron on our team.
I know, right? Like, come on.
He get 48 points just by standing there.
So close.
Oh man.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to True Story Bro. We are the geeks of comedy of the internet. We are.
What?
Oh, that's a start.
Yeah, that's a start. What the?
So Wednesday, stop that.
No.
Stop it. Just stop it.
I swear.
Stop it. Just stop, please.
Is that a do-over? Are we doing over?
No, we're not doing that over. There ain't no do-overs.
Good, I like it. I feel comfortable.
But we are here to introduce to you a interesting character that we met last year at Wizard World Cleveland. Give it up for David Spano, aka Spanish.
That's me. Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
Yay!
Well, I know three of you.
Yeah,
I've never met Roundhouse, but we had a little time before the show started to kind of get to know each other, and I think I get them now.
Yeah, we told you about this like a year ago. Yeah, we got
me.
I think to his face, I'm looking at his face right now, and it doesn't seem like he knows me yet, which is completely fine. No one really knows me, so that's
no. Well, you know what?
Life. This is not your life.
Oh my goodness.
If you don't know me by now.
Okay, Roundhouse, shut up.
You will never know.
There you go.
That's it.
There it is.
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead, Echo. It's all you.
Yeah, I'm trying. Well, David here.
Hi.
He is am I correct by saying an audio engineer?
Definitely not an auto engineer.
Not an auto engineer, but you're an audio engineer.
He fixed the carburetor yesterday.
For the Cleveland Browns.
I am. I've been working in a little bit about my background. I've been working radio for 17 years. I've been working with the Browns radio network for 8 years now.
Okay.
So it's I used to travel everywhere they go. This year we didn't travel at all.
Yeah.
But yeah. So but I'm still doing it. I still work in radio at a radio station in Cleveland. But I have also 2 podcasts that I do on the side. So I'm guessing that's kind of why I'm here.
Yes, that's definitely why you're here. He also is one of the lovely hosts of Game Fix.
That's right.
Nice.
which is pretty awesome. I do like watching their shows.
I appreciate it, man.
So
They got some fun stuff that they have on there. It's really cool. You guys should check it out.
So being I don't know this person and this first time I'm seeing this person, so
Yes,
I need to ask questions.
go right
Go
ahead.
for it.
So Game Fix, what does it like consist of? Like, so are you like fixing games? Because
Oh, it's more like get your fix, your game fix.
oh, you talking about that?
Yeah, I kind of video game. If you can inject video games in your veins,
So like
during the
this,
podcast,
Al.
do that. Yeah, kind of.
Oh, yeah.
We're a dual sense type of show.
Okay, and what exactly? So you talk about games or just like you
Yeah,
go,
I you know, like we always before the show starts, we always talk about what we've been playing that week.
Mhm.
So it's whatever, and I play all types of games. I really across the entire spectrum. I play any game that kind of comes across that I can get my hands on. I'll play it. But then after that, we just kind of talk news. We even get into some like movie news, usually nerd movie TV shows. We're really talking about WandaVision. It's yeah, I'm sure you guys are. Actually, I know for a fact you guys are as well, because I've seen Echo your reaction videos. God, you're so surprised. You're like every time. It's like
Yeah, no, because you have to understand, with all the shit that comes up on the internet, like I try to avoid it as much as possible. So
Sure.
like I try to go in it as blindly as I can, not knowing anything about, because people be putting shit out mad early. And as we spoke about it a few weeks ago.
yes,
Yes,
we did.
and
Sorry about that.
yeah. No. It was fine. We were connecting about it and we got everything clear. It was good.
So, what? So, okay. So, what games have you been playing so far that you guys been talking about?
Oh, well, I mean, we've been doing the show for 6 years. So we've been playing, we play games. That's for sure. It's from, I mean, Jesus, for the life of me, I have to think about what game we started with. I'd have to go back in the archives and check that. But
Halo.
like, I mean, Halo. Yeah, we played Halo back in the day. We don't really play a lot of Halo now. It's not,
nobody plays Halo now,
right? Except for the but let's
so aggressive.
Yeah, let's get excited of all the Halo 3 players to get a new map this week. Like, what? Why are we getting DLC? Why did that even happen? That's yeah. So, but yeah, yes, definitely.
You played Division?
I'm not a big Division guy. I have played it.
And you don't play everything.
I played
oh my
it.
God.
I don't play it all the time. Sorry, I don't play every game all the time. That would be impossible.
Here's a question.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry.
Please, Echo, go.
What is your favorite game to play, actually?
My favorite game by far it's Portal or Portal 2. I kind of look at those as one game.
Nice.
That would be my top game. I am a puzzle guy. I love I also really love story driven games. So I got through The Last of Us 2. I think before the show we talked about God of War. I mean I not only do I play games, but I complete games. There's no better sound in the world than that trophy sound that you get with the PlayStation. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm actually doing two things. I'm watching NXT and on the podcast because
by all means, do whatever you got to do.
So sorry if I do a reaction, I'm like, oh shit.
Okay, all right, no,
it's okay. He's preparing for his show. Bros at ringside. So,
well, if you notice behind me, I'm actually a big wrestling fan as well. So,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I mean, definitely get you on.
although I really don't watch a lot of WWE anymore. I'm an AEW guy. I really.
Oh, that's even better.
Okay,
even
cool.
Because somebody don't watch AEW.
Oh, why?
I just don't. It's not that. It's not that I don't watch it. I just don't watch it.
So you still watch WWE then?
Yeah, it's not that I don't have an issue with AEW.
But so then, what is it then?
We're filming. I don't watch it.
We're filming. We record it. I mean, I record it.
I watch the clips for the most part.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. All right.
That's okay. I'll cut it out. Don't worry. Or you can cut it out. Don't
Look
worry.
what I started. Look what I started.
Exactly. Hopefully you can pay
we
attention.
don't talk a lot of wrestling. My co-host does. His name's Verlaine. We don't really talk a lot of wrestling because he doesn't really know a lot of wrestling. The only wrestling he knows is like old school stuff. Like anything new, he doesn't really. He is a gamer through and through. That guy plays more video games than, well, me, and that's a lot actually. Now that I think about it.
Nice.
That sounds like Roundhouse right here.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but it's just Division though. If you don't play Division, you don't win.
No, I'm just listen. I like
I'm just
Division is
busting.
pretty much Division has really taken a lot of time, but I did get back into a lot of different games.
For a person,
Especially when it comes to Fridays, I play my fighting game Fridays. I get my ass whooped and I some ass.
He gets mopped.
I don't get mopped.
Right.
I don't know.
Every Friday.
But I'm definitely gonna get mopped on Friday because I'm playing Dragon Ball Fighter, so I know I'm gonna get mopped. So.
Yeah. That I when it comes to any kind of game like that, I'm novice at best. A fighting game for me is more like Mortal Kombat. I'm definitely more of a Mortal Kombat guy.
I play you in that.
Yeah, I'm in, dude. Let's go. Let's go. No, but no, but I actually
passionate.
I know, right?
Round one.
Yeah, okay. I have more. Don't worry.
Round two.
Whatever you guys need. But like I've strayed to like Tekken. I've strayed to Soul Calibur. So like, but
I'm down for both of those.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, Mortal Kombat is actually more my fighting game, as a whole.
Let go.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I know what you mean when it comes to like story-driven games and stuff like that. Because as you can see, I'm a Metal Gear fan.
Dude, I love Metal Gear. I gotta say, I love the original Metal Gear.
No, okay, I get you.
No, like the
we
first
don't talk
three,
about
maybe?
zombies.
Yeah, we never. No.
And you know what? Like, okay, out of all the Metal Gear ones, which one's actually the one that you like the most?
Oh, the first one by far.
Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid to me. I mean, I'm not talking about the NES game either because that game was stupid hard for no reason at all.
It was NES hard.
Yeah, like why is this game so hard? Like I'm like, why am I even playing this game?
It's like Ghosts and Goblins.
You know my favorite Metal Gear.
Karate Kid.
What's that, Roundhouse?
You know what my favorite Metal Gear is?
Please tell us.
2 and Revengeance.
You know what?
The one that I'm wearing right now.
I gotta say, I loved Revengeance. I actually did really love Revengeance. That is one of those games where where you beat the boss and you're like, yes, and then you all of a sudden he powers up and it's like level 2 boss, and then you have to beat him again because if you die, you have to go back to the beginning, and then it's like you beat him the second time, you're like, that was fucking sweet, and then all of a sudden he's there a third time.
Yep.
You're like, damn it! Like
it's like watching Dragon Ball Z.
Although
too much.
I've talked about this on our show before. I'm glad you brought up Revengeance actually, because there is one scene in that game that I find so incredibly funny and smart. If you remember, he sends one of those drones into like a side room,
right?
And it hooks up a USB port.
Yeah.
But the funniest thing to me about that is they did it real. They made it like it was something like you and I trying to hook up USB. Like the robot goes to put it in and then realizes it's not the right way and turns it over and then puts it in.
Yeah.
So good, and it's so subtle that every time I play that game and that part happens, I just start laughing because it is like right on. And like
one thing I liked about the game was it wasn't too far off from what we saw originally when Kojima was doing it, like before he gave it to Platinum Games to do it.
When he was originally directing it,
the creative director. It wasn't too far off. It was a little bit far, but it wasn't too far off. And that's the one thing that they kept a lot of stuff the same, but they did change a little bit of it.
They changed the story a lot because it would have been more story driven.
Yeah,
he was on it.
Yeah, but I loved it. It was good.
Imagine that.
Yeah, and then they put, look, what celebrity can we throw into this game? Mads Mikkelsen, get him in here.
Like, I mean, they did have an Arnold Schwarzenegger character in there.
That's true. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Actually, you know what? There was a conversation we had on our last show that I actually want to ask you guys, if that's okay.
Go
I have a
ahead.
question for you
Go
guys.
for it.
Ask me anything.
Anything you want. Do you guys think it is important to have Hollywood celebrities in video games? Is that something that you guys need? Is that something that's kind of like a side thing? It's like no big deal, or is it like you are out and we don't need this fucking thing ever again?
I'll say this: only when it comes to movie games.
Well, that's actually a good
Okay,
point. That's actually a good
fair.
point. Okay.
Only when it comes to movie games, I think that's the only part where it actually matters.
Right on.
Like when it came to the Captain America game, Chris Evans did voice Captain America.
Yes, it did.
And when it came to Spider-Man, the Spider-Man game for, I guess it's PlayStation.
I think Tobey Maguire did, right?
Yeah,
So,
he did.
Tobey Maguire voiced himself. Yeah.
Yep.
So it does matter.
That I'll give you. Yes.
That's a
It
good
does matter
point.
at that point. Yeah.
What about you, nickname?
It really depends on the game, because I'm like 100% into story driven games. So like something like Beyond Two Souls, where William Dafoe was one of the main characters. Like I felt like that was dope because the way that he portrays his characters normally, like that fit the role for the game. So I was like, yeah, you know what, I can dig this. But when it's like just someone or something random like Mortal Kombat and they have freaking Terminator out, that's that's some shit that I don't fuck with.
Right on. Sir Wednesday, what do you got? When their time.
Just like what Roundhouse has said, if it's movie specific, okay.
Great
Everything
point,
else, I'm like the bad guy from the first Bad Boys. Fouché. I don't care. I'm not a chemistry teacher. Idiot. Like I really don't give a shit about it because it's like for instance, a big game that Roundhouse loved to play was Crackdown, and we had to wait for Crackdown to come.
Crackdown is awesome.
Freaking Terry Crews in it. Why? Nobody gave a shit.
Yeah.
It continuously goes that way. Like even with Cyberpunk. Oh, Keanu's in it. So is the game gonna be good? Because if it's not,
Nope.
Obviously not.
For nothing.
Echo?
Pretty much.
I kind of have to be, I guess, the black sheep. Me personally,
Always are.
I'm not really into the fact of having celebrities in video games, because the thing is, when you look at it in a marketing aspect, it's like that's the reason why they want to give you the game. Oh, this person's in it, so you gotta play it now. You gotta buy it, and it's like, why? Do you have faith in your game? Like you just said, what was it, Cyberpunk? Oh, Keanu Reeves, and then he's there to tell you all about it at E3, and then the game is shit.
Well, that's obviously we don't have that control. Although we actually said on our show that it was like it's not that important, but it's like you almost have to think about the actual gaming, the company as a whole, because like they're paying these devs, they're paying these testers, they're paying all these different people. Like, I don't know how much really all of them make. It all depends. But then they're paying this celebrity. Who knows how much he got paid for? Probably a couple million, way more than these people that have been working their fucking asses off to get this game going. And it's like, and then the game turns out to be shit. And all of a sudden it's like, I don't know, maybe they're looking for a scapegoat. Maybe like, oh, it was Keanu's fault.
Well, let me say this. So when you asked that question, I thought about it. I thought about something else. I was like, wait a minute. So story driven, even though there's two games, same company, that had celebrities in them, and the two games are Call of Duty Infinite War, and then there's another one that had Kevin Spacey in it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So, and
we all know what happened to him.
Canceled.
Little twink boys got to him. Anyway,
maybe he's the. Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's the other way around. I know. The thing is just like when it comes to Call of Duty, right? You're not playing with those characters in the game.
Right.
They're story driven, only for story. So they're not selling. Are they selling the game based on them, or they're just selling it because of Call of Duty?
Well, look at the commercial though. The commercial, you only see their faces and like what's it? Almost every single when those Call of Duty games came out, Kevin Spacey's name was all over it.
Yeah.
His
Right.
face was all over it. A good one. Grand Theft Auto Vice City when it came out. Ray Liotta and a whole bunch of people who were like Grand Theft Auto Vice City was like a very celebrity heavy based game. Almost every single person who did a voice was a celebrity.
Oh well, yeah.
Like they had
celebrities in Grand Theft Auto. Sam
But-
Jackson was a voice too.
But the thing is, they stopped that because after the whole debacle that happened after Vice City, because supposedly Ray Liotta didn't get paid enough, and then a lot of other people in Vice City and San Andreas were having the same issue. I mean, technically, you're kind of just doing a voice. You're not giving your likeness. If you were giving your likeness and your voice, I can understand you want to get paid more.
Sure.
But if you're just giving your voice, I mean, come on now.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to stick with you know, games that were made by a certain individual, like Death Stranding. You guys,
Yeah.
I mean, that game. The
That's
difference between that
celebrity.
game is the main character is a Hollywood actor,
Yes.
but the side character is also a Hollywood actor. That I guess you kind of play against. Did you guys play that game at all?
I did.
I didn't.
Did you play through it? Did you get all the way through it? Echo?
All the way.
Do you understand it? Because I would love someone to explain it to me. I'm like, what? Like, because like forever I've been like, because I talk about it on my show, right? And like my co-host who doesn't play games like that, like he's not a big fan of like that. He loves multiplayer games. He's a multiplayer. So like when I tell him that, oh yeah, it's like, well, there's this guy and he has a heart attack every couple of minutes, but then he's trying to figure out how to get to the other side, but he does for a little bit, but then he comes back and he's like, what? And I'm like, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. So yeah, it was a weird game. It was a beautiful game. It was gorgeous.
Very gorgeous.
But it was like, what is the point of this game? Why am I still building roads? I just so many roads.
As I've said to a few people about this game when it was being hyped after it came out, and people were like, I don't know whether I should play it or not. I was like, it's fun, but it gets fun after maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours playing the game. Maybe.
Well, Conan O'Brien's in it, so it's gotta be awesome.
I was like, so they was like, so tell me about it. I was like, okay, you're a glorified UPS driver. I mean, pretty much in a pandemic.
Yeah, it should
basically
sponsored by FedEx or something. Like
so yeah, and they was like, "That's it." I was like, "It's a Kojima game," and they was like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, but you see, I've obviously played Kojima games, and they're not that ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like there was some weird shit. I'm sure, yeah, absolutely, but at least
Some of
the
those things
story made sense.
True. Like if you look at the Metal Gear games, yes,
It makes sense.
they all made sense within the world that he was building, because the thing is, he was building around history, basically the history of different decades, and he was just adding his own thing in between them. With Death Stranding, he literally created an entirely new world. When you got that much freedom, man, it's like,
I mean, I guess so, but like, I don't know.
I love the guy to death still. I still love his work.
Did it need Norman Reedus? Did it need Mads Mikkelsen?
I feel like it didn't need them.
See, I agree.
Because the game still would have been the same to me anyway.
To me, one of the most I love Uncharted. If you guys like Uncharted,
Love Uncharted.
I love Uncharted. Nathan Drake is not a celebrity. Nathan Drake is a made-up character. But let me tell you, Nathan Drake, like he's fucking fire, man. Like you play the game and you believe it, and you're like, this guy, I know this guy personally. That guy doesn't exist. But that's the thing. Like, he's not a celebrity. He's just a made-up character, a video game company made up, and it was awesome and it was great. I mean, we can go on and on to different characters like that. So that's why, like, I believe that it doesn't matter. I don't think we really need it. I think it's a waste of money. I think companies do it. It's what is it in wrestling? It's a gimmick. You know what I mean? Like it's a complete gimmick.
It's a marketing ploy.
It's definitely a gimmick, especially
why are we doing
when
this?
they just like add shit for no reason. You're just
All that money can go back into development.
Yeah. Oh my God. Could you imagine if the money that they paid Mads Mikkelsen and Norman Reedus and Keanu Reeves, if they gave that money to their people, just think about that. Because that would change the face of gaming.
Who else is in Death Stranding? What's that chick's name? Lindsay Wagner.
Oh yeah.
She's in there too.
And then the director.
She's the president and the director. Yeah. Wait, that's oh God, what's his name? Guillermo del Toro.
No, yeah, del Toro.
But it's not his voice though. That's the funny thing.
Weird. It's like, we'll use your likeness, but we don't want your voice.
Yeah, that costs more.
Because you can't speak English, apparently.
So, if we're talking about celebrities in video games, how do you guys feel about Star Wars games? Because Mark Hamill's not voicing every Luke Skywalker.
That's fair. But I think from your point before saying that
made sense.
If it's a movie, then it does make sense. But then you have other Star Wars games like Cal Kestis that has never been in any movie whatsoever. But
he's the dude from Shameless.
Well, yeah, but
he's the Joker in Gotham.
But that's a made up. But Cal Kestis is a made up character. It's never been in a movie.
But
so
they have Deborah Wilson from Mad TV in the game too.
Right. It wasn't that important to get him. You know what I mean? I feel like it could have been a made up character. And so
I honestly think, and this is where I think they messed up with Cal Kestis. I think they should have just made Cal Kestis, kept the name, or maybe even just like do something like the older games did.
Yeah. Cameron Monaghan.
Cameron Monaghan.
Monaghan.
Yeah. What they should have did was do like a random, like create a character and then just play the game just like that. Instead of focusing on one character that we've never heard of or never seen, kind of like Starkiller. And you really want to take this. They're like throwaway characters, like Starkiller. Everybody loves Starkiller. Everybody loves Starkiller, but we'll never see him in a movie light ever. We won't. And we won't see. Even though Cal Kestis is a real, and the person who played Starkiller is real, but we'll never see the movie light.
Yeah, like could you imagine if that was the case? Like that would be
amazing.
I think they really need to put Cal Kestis in. I was actually we were actually talking about before WandaVision. We were talking Mandalorian, and like
same here.
Can you imagine? I saw your videos.
Before you continue, are we going to address the elephant in the room when we talk about Mandalorian?
No, we're talking about the whole show in general. We're not talking about the politics of the show. We're just talking about the show in general.
All right.
Yeah, nah. Didn't we talk about that last week?
No.
Yeah, we didn't do a show last week.
We didn't do a show last week. Gina Carano got fired. Disney can do what they want. It's their company. She said some dumb shit. End of story.
Oh, you're talking about Gina Carano. Oh,
yeah. That shit.
No, I don't think there's really much to say.
There really isn't.
I just summed it up. There you go.
It's okay. She got a job. Doing something else.
Sum it up in 2 words. 2 words. You ready? The Daily Wire.
Pretty much. That's it.
So that's the way I feel about that.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You went somewhere where it's still not famous.
Yeah. Way to throw your career away.
Yeah.
What career?
Yeah. I mean, she wasn't a very good actor to begin with. So
no, but she was getting that Disney money and she ruined that.
Oh yeah.
She ruined that bad.
Can't mess up the Disney check, man.
She's good.
Yeah, but Pedro Pascal is all like, well,
I tried to help.
Hey, HBO.
I mean,
Last of Us. What's up? Come on, let's go.
So what were you about to say? What were you about to say, David, about Star Wars?
I don't remember.
Mandalorian.
Well, just we were just talking about Mandalorian, and there was I don't know where I was going with it now. Yeah. Okay. It wasn't that important.
It'll come back.
I'll lie anyway.
So
it's fine.
Now, see, if they made a Mandalorian video game,
which they are doing,
I would imagine that is an easy, or at least putting Mandalorian in Battlefront or something.
Well, that's the thing. That's the deal. We don't know what Ubisoft, massive doing with the Star Wars.
Baby stuff.
So they acquired. I mean, they're making a new Star Wars game. It's probably gonna come out 2023. That's what they're saying.
Yeah.
So we don't know what they're going to do. They say it's going to be open world. So I'm curious.
I hope it's not EA. That's what I hope.
No, it's not EA. It's Ubisoft.
Okay.
And when it comes to Ubisoft open worlds, I'm okay with them if it's like Wildlands. Wildlands was great.
Assassin's Creed, Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Like some of them were good. I mean, when you look at the
Origin
the mapping of all the Assassin's Creed games, good, nice.
Yeah.
Not all of them had great story, especially after Revelations. It was like, what?
Origins was the shit.
Origins was okay. and then Odyssey was like, why are you here? It wasn't even anything about assassins.
Yeah, but when it comes to like open world games, Ubisoft, like you talk about Division, you talk about Assassin's Creed, Ghost Recon, Wildlands, and not Breaking Point so much because they fucked that one up completely.
And Watch Dogs.
Yeah, but I think they have it on the open world. We don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah,
so, no.
It's a wait and see.
I would like to see what they're gonna do because I feel like when it comes to having an IP like Star Wars, there would be a lot of backing. There's going to be a lot of writers involved. There's going to be a lot of, well, hopefully some good stuff. I mean, I'm always looking. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. Like my co-host is like a Star Wars freak, and I know what's going on. Forever, I actually found out that Tatooine, that's how you say it.
Yeah.
Tatooine.
I thought it was Tatooine or something.
Tatooine.
Like I don't know, and I don't care. I don't know. I'm more of a Matrix guy anyway, so whatever.
Matrix 4 coming soon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out when did they film that, but anyway.
They've been filming it in secret.
They filmed it in the Matrix. That's
where there's no such thing as pandemic.
Yeah, well, it's free there. You don't have to pay to do that. So, you can stay social distanced, so it's perfect.
Yeah.
Is it?
No, I was speaking of the Matrix. I was actually that number one. That's just a dope ass song. I just love that song. How do you think they're gonna bring back Neo?
I don't know. I honestly, I have a feeling that it is not going to be Neo. I think everything that we see of Keanu Reeves is either a memory
or another reincarnation or something.
But I also there's a part of me that believes that it will be a prequel to the Matrix, because if you remember in the original Matrix, they said that he had 5 predecessors.
That's right.
And actually there was a big theory out there, and I totally believe it. Like I am on board with this theory that that John Wick is actually a predecessor to because if you look at it, he doesn't die.
No, he
right?
really doesn't.
He sees everything, right? And also Lawrence Fishburne's in it. So I mean, you tell me.
Yo, that is
that'd be
that's pretty cool. I didn't even peep that.
I mean, what was it? The maker, right? The white dude, the maker,
the architect.
The architect.
He even like he gave you clues like this is not the first time we've had this conversation.
Right. And then even the Merovingian says, I have survived your predecessors, and I will survive you.
Exactly.
But supposedly that one kind of basically broke the Matrix. So the 6th one broke the Matrix. So what did the other ones do? I want to know.
Well, because the Neo that we saw, answered questions a lot faster, and it was a lot different from everybody else, and he was a little bit different.
Yeah.
So we don't know what they're gonna do with Matrix. Hopefully,
yeah. I mean, Neo was definitely the most upgraded, the most, you know what I mean. Like I don't even know if you could say upgraded, but like I'm lost of word, but like the most advanced. I think.
Because he was more open-minded and very kind of out of the box type person. He even hooked himself to the machines.
Yeah.
And sacrificed himself.
Yeah. Well,
now, we don't know if that was according to script of what the machines were thinking or whatnot, but
I hope Jada Pinkett Smith is in there so she could be get out of the entanglement.
I
Shut
just
up,
don't,
bro.
I don't see any of the older characters being in this movie like in a traditional way. I think we're gonna see a few of them, but I don't think it's going to be I think it's gonna be a separate storyline.
So you think it's gonna be like that animated
Animatrix? Okay, so the Animatrix is actually canon to the Matrix.
Yeah, I know
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So there, because there's so many things that was not explained, like the last flight of the Osiris, or the kid, the kid that was like, so it shows how, he's like, you set me free, but you actually kind of see it in an animated sort of way, how he was set free. So like with that, I think I always look at the Animatrix actually a part of the original three.
Oh yeah,
Explains things,
Okay,
I don't know. That's I'm a Matrix freak. So any question you have about the Matrix, hit me.
So what is the Matrix?
It's everything around us.
It's a place.
Now, see, Dave, you just made it sound like the Force. He's like, it's everything around us. It's what binds us.
It binds us. Yeah.
So I got a question.
Of course.
Again.
Does anyone else have a question? Like, Nick, you haven't said anything. Wednesday, what's up, bro? Like, no. Well, no, I mean, you can ask it. I just want to make sure everyone's included. That's all.
You know what it is? You know what it is? Is that these guys here, they're always like, so, like, their hand is already on the bell,
Oh, then you put your hand on the bell.
Whoa! I'm learning my lesson these days because I'm trying to like hold myself back. I'm trying to learn my lesson. I'm holding myself back.
I'm going to explain this. Are you aware of the award show that we had last year?
You know what? Yeah, you guys were talking about like the most annoying character and different things, or I think at least that was at least one character or one category that I remember.
That was one of the categories. It was the
This didn't go for Forrest Whitaker. What's wrong with you? Okay, anyway.
So we had an award for Echo, and it was.
I didn't see that. Okay.
What was the name of the award again?
The worst best friend or something like that.
That was the Bad Friend Award. The other
Bad Friend Award. That's what it was. Yeah.
The other one we made specifically for that year was the Gautier "You Didn't Have to Cut Me Off" award for interruptions in one season, and that went to our boy Echo Ninja, because if you remember the panel, which you were there, of course.
I screwed that up.
We constantly were interrupting.
I interrupted a few times. I will admit, I was there and I interrupted a few times.
I'm sorry. I was so excited. I wasn't there. Myself up. I screwed myself up on that one. And Dave, you even told me, you was like, "Dang, man, you should let somebody else talk." I felt so bad. I was like, "Oh shit."
Wait, hold on. You said that, Dave?
Yes, he said that.
Yeah, no, he did. I was like, "Oh shit, I'm so sorry."
Did we just become best friends? That's what I like.
No. Wait, whoa.
Whoa. Someone just got jealous. Roundhouse.
Roundhouse.
What it is he's going to throw it at me and be like, "I'm not alone."
No, I'm not alone.
No, he wasn't there. He wasn't there, so he can't help you on this one.
But at the panel, yeah, I screwed the pooch on that one. That was my.
Oh, good. No, you guys were fun. It was really entertaining, and I'm looking forward to you guys doing it again once this whole pandemic shit is over.
Yeah, supposedly, Wizard World's trying to do something later on this year and next year.
Yeah, we'll see.
I'm
not holding my breath.
I know. I'm same here. I'm kind of like, we'll see.
We gonna see.
Yeah, we gonna see.
But yeah, I had that you didn't have to cut me off award. Because I won by how much, nickname?
I think it was by like 5 or something like that.
5.
Hey, it's better than 48, right? It's better than 48. At least that was close, right? Oh, it was so close.
It was really close because like Echo had like about 40 something.
Yeah.
And then Al was like down by like 20, and I was like, all right. And then Al starts catching up, and I'm like, oh shit. Then they're neck and neck, and then Craig goes up again. Yeah. It was like 98 or like 90 something to like 80 something, and I was like, bro,
Yeah.
what is this?
Listen, look, hey, Echo, listen, you're actually in a really good position. Don't feel bad. Seriously, you are in a position to prove them wrong. And that, trust me, that is a powerful position to be in. So embrace that and just destroy them. Okay. Be the friend you never could be, or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just talking out my ass.
Dave, you gonna shut the fuck up?
I'm still trying to figure out how I'm like a shitty ass best friend, but okay.
Oh yeah.
I love it how he accepted the award, and then later on he's like, "Wait a minute, why do I get this award?" I'm like, "You accepted it 20 episodes ago." Plug for that.
But it's okay, you know.
I'd love to tell you about my other podcast I do.
Go for it.
You guys want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Well, the first one is called, hold on, I didn't give the website. The first one, gamefixshow.com. So gamefixshow.com. Anyway, the second one is called the Mortal Kombat Minute. And I want to talk about the movie with you guys. So,
whoa, I didn't hear about this one.
I'm telling you right now.
You know?
Okay, so a friend of mine, actually, he lives in Texas. I live in Ohio. He's a big fan of the 1995 film Mortal Kombat.
Great movie.
It's a great movie, yeah. And what we did actually is we did an entire series of podcasts, actually 90 episodes, I think it was.
Right.
And each episode is between 10 and 20 minutes long. And every episode we talk about 1 minute of the movie at a time. So the first episode is roughly 10 minutes, or I think the first episode we chat with each other, just who we are. Then the second episode is the first minute of the movie, so we talk about that first minute. So it's like the dragon with the fire, and then Shang Tsung killing Chan, and then the next episode is when he wakes up.
Oh, cool, dope.
So we actually got it. We're all the way through it, so you guys could check it out. It's called Mortal Kombat Minute. You could find it at mortalkombatminute.com, but you can, you go on anywhere and you could just download every episode. But yeah, they're easy listens. And if you love the 95 Mortal Kombat flick like I did, I think you're going to dig it, because there are so many nuances that I promise you missed. Because actually my co-host Phil actually broke down the movie by minutes. So all I had was 1 minute at a time. So I watched the minute, and we went and we saw the background of everything. We picked out some actors you probably wouldn't even have noticed that were there. Facts about the movie, some maybe facts that related to the video games. I really enjoyed it. I'm actually a little sad that it's done, although we are planning on doing more episodes. We're going to talk about the soundtrack.
Oh yeah.
And we already announced it, but we interviewed Chris Casamassa. He was the actor who portrayed Scorpion.
Nice.
So that is not out yet. I believe I think he's either putting it out next month. I'll let you know, and then but look for that because it was a very fun interview. Yeah.
AKA Red Dragon from WMAC.
That's right. Yes. AKA Batman.
Yes.
He actually was the stuntman for George Clooney.
Yep.
So he's the only actor in Hollywood that has wore the Scorpion outfit and the Bat cowl. Only one.
Dope.
You
That's
can't
dope,
name
though.
another.
That's
Super
dope.
dope.
Wait, did he play Scorpion in the Mortal Kombat Conquest, or was that somebody else?
I think that was somebody else.
Yeah,
it looked just like him.
Yeah,
yeah.
I look like everyone during the pandemic because I wear a mask on my face. So
then again, I guess they just took the costumes from the movie and kind of just dealt.
That could be.
No, the conquest costumes were different from the movies. They were
They were a little. I think they were a little brighter.
Yeah,
but TV budget versus movie budget. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
But
every fight in Conquest was like dark. It was like a dark. Right. Everybody when it was dark. They fought at nighttime. I ain't seen anybody fight during the day. Nobody.
But that YouTube Mortal Kombat one was dope though. That
the web series.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love the Scorpion thing. The Sub-Zero where he had the fur on his shoulders and shit.
So he was a down south rapper. So he was Rick Ross Sub-Zero.
Rick Ross. Rick Zero.
Rick Zero.
Rick Zero.
Or Sub Ross, depending on
Sub Ross.
have you speaking of have you seen the cartoon that came out? Or the
Mortal
anime?
Kombat.
Defenders of the Realm.
No. It's
The other one.
the Scorpion.
Oh yeah, Scorpion's Revenge. Yes.
Revenge.
That was the most bloodiest shit I've ever seen in my life. I was like,
Right?
I have not
And
seen
I'm glad you said that too, Roundhouse, because if the new movie is not bloody like that cartoon is, then we didn't get the movie that we should have got.
Exactly.
True. But also that
It
movie
needs to be brutal.
That movie
Yes.
was so focused on Scorpion. Like that's a lot of the story in that movie was like focused on Scorpion. So a lot of things were
Well,
Scorpion's
called
Revenge.
Scorpion's Revenge. So
yeah, I know,
He's
but
not
it was
giving
like
out lollipops.
I know. I just thought they were
Giving
going
out death.
by the story, but they didn't
Fatalities.
do a lot of stuff. So,
Then I guess it would be called just Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Although
this one,
we did see how Jax got his arms ripped off.
oh, and Liu Kang almost did too for a moment.
Yeah.
Ooh, he got his ass whooped.
The X-rays was awesome in that movie.
And that's what they need to do, because when it comes to, I mean, you guys play Mortal Kombat, so
Oh, yeah.
and you guys, I mean, how old are you guys? Mid-30s?
Yeah,
Late
yeah.
30s?
I am 27.
Are you okay?
He is a liar.
Yeah, fine.
He doesn't know math.
Who knows math?
I'm
Right? Who knows math? Well, I mean, we grew up with
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat, so like what we know is, you know, Scorpion removing somebody's spine from their body.
Yeah.
Wait, was that Sub-Zero?
Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero.
Scorpion did the.
Oh, yeah.
Being burned.
Yeah. Well, and like, so we know all of these, and we are aware of how brutal and how bloody and how it's like, you know, when it comes to Mortal Kombat, it just needs to be that. So if we get another, you know, movie that just says fuck one time, PG-13, it's like, this is not what we want. This is not what, you know. So I honestly haven't heard anything about like how brutal the movie is. You know, I think today they just released 10 different posters
Yeah.
Right.
of Mortal Kombat, which are great. I think Kano needed to bulk up a little bit.
Yeah.
Kano
They,
needed a bulk, and I needed to see the eye. Now, even if it's covered,
Yeah, but there's no metal, and I didn't like that.
yeah, that's like,
Heavy metal.
like, what are we doing here? Like,
I think it's a prosthetic. So
I
basically, he'll get hit.
agree.
Oh, it's gonna come off.
yeah, he's probably gonna rip it off, and it's probably
Yeah.
gonna see underneath.
That's fine, but I was just like, they were like, does this dude, like, Australians are big, like, especially with, like Kano, like he's supposed to be this big, you know, Australian.
Yeah.
Dude. I'm like, where's the Australian in him? Like,
Do you know Kano was dubbed Australian after the 95 movie?
yeah,
He was never an Australian with the first couple of movies, but when the actor that played it, I can't remember his name, but he actually passed away.
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah, he did.
He the actor that played him portrayed him as an Australian, and Ed Boon loved it so much that he just went with it, and it's been like that ever since. And it's actually a great move, because there isn't any Australian. Really, I mean, name an Australian fighter in a fighting game. Is there
true.
one?
That's
true.
There might be one, maybe like
Fighting
Soul
game?
Calibur. Yeah, I don't think there is.
British, but not Australian.
There a Steve Irwin, like,
Yeah.
you know, what's going on?
Because Kano was originally, fun fact, was originally supposed to be Japanese, half white.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Trevor Goddard, that was his name.
He died not too long
Yeah.
after the first.
2003.
Oh, yeah. Phone.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Hey, oh, he was so close.
No, not. Oh, that's running joke today. No, but from what I hear, the movie is like rated R, and they did say it's supposed to be very brutal.
Needs to be.
They're
Really
gonna have the fatalities that everybody wanted. It's gonna be bloody. It's gonna be all that stuff.
You know, it's also going to make the movie awesome when they kill main characters.
Oh yeah,
Because like, you know, we're not really used to that. You know, obviously when it came to Infinity War, or, you know, any of the, you know, when a big actor or a big, you know, was killed, it's like,
oh
holy crap, why would they do that? You know, but like with this movie, it's like the only people that died in the other one was Art Lean, and like, who the fuck is Art Lean? You know what I mean? And like, which by the way, it was awesome. And I wish one day they would bring Art Lean into a video game because he was awesome. Even though he got killed in like one scene, it was just like, oh, okay, that was it.
But who would they kill? I mean, like,
but what I'm saying is it's Mortal Kombat. They can kill anyone. Anyone that loses should die.
Mortal Kombat is like it's like it's like the Game of Thrones / Attack on Titans / Walking Dead. Anyone can die.
Anyone can die. And I think they need to kill. I think they need to kill Johnny Cage if it happens. You know what I mean? If it comes to be it, I'm not. You know, when it comes to good guys and bad guys in Mortal Kombat, it really doesn't matter because if you're sitting on your ass and you're playing Mortal Kombat, what's your main? Okay, wait, real quick, nickname. What's
I'm
your
focused, man.
Main, Scorpion.
Scorpion. Wednesday.
Liu Kang.
Roundhouse.
Everybody.
You're an asshole, Roundhouse.
You really are.
Get off the fence.
Well, in all or the most recent one?
Just any like what who's your guy or who's your girl?
Kenshi. Kenshi is my shit.
Sub-Zero and Kung Lao.
Okay, all right. And Echo?
Raiden.
Right. Well, so some of you pick bad guys, but like, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't always pick the good guys, right? Because Scorpion's not a good guy. Maybe he was at one point, but he's not a good guy anymore. You know what I mean? So like, Scorpion's my guy. You know what I mean? Like, I at least especially in the new game. But like, actually, it's so funny going from game to game. I have so many different ones that I was like,
same.
They're my guys. Right. I mean, at one point, Stryker was my guy. I'm like,
Stryker?
Oh my god!
Stryker was a ranged beast, and I hated him.
Yeah, like he did that quick trip.
Grenade.
Yeah, the grenade, the long grenade, the short grenade, and then that quick where he's got his feet are forward, you know, with his nightstick.
So you're saying Mortal Kombat 3?
That's 3, right? Yeah. Ultimate.
Mortal Kombat 3 and Ultimate 3 is because that's when they really introduced the combos.
Right.
They were the first one to really do combos.
Yeah.
And I will say the best combos were Liu Kang because he had that like the kicks, and Sub-Zero had
Scorpion had the illest combo with all those blades coming out of nowhere and just beating the shit out you repeatedly. Liu Kang's though, it was just kicks after kicks in the face. That shit was dope too.
And then ended with the fly kick.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Luke, Scorpion, he starts punching the shit out you. Next, you see an axe, you see a sword, you see a dagger. You'd be like, where's he coming out with all this shit?
Who's a common writer?
Yeah.
Also, Cabal, Mortal Kombat 3, Cabal was my dude. Because
awesome.
Cabal is a bad motherfucker.
You know, Cabal has the same move as Stryker, where he goes forward and he trips you.
Yeah.
Like that's so annoying. Oh, damn move.
And each person, when they run, they sound like Colossus from the X-Men. The X-Men game.
You guys want to hear a really rare sound from Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
Round 4.
That's super
rare.
It's rare. Round 4.
Yeah, that's
so
super
that
rare.
It's tied on 3. It's tied on 3, and then
the only time it ever happens.
Only time.
Then again, I take that back. I think there's one Mortal Kombat that kind of went Tekken, where like you needed 3 wins, right? I think
something like that.
One Mortal Kombat.
I think that was either 4.
Yeah, I think
Kombat 4.
Yeah.
It was 3D.
But it was like no.
I hated Mortal Kombat 4.
Well, it was Deadly Alliance.
I played that on 60.
I like Deadly Alliance. That was
Deadly
fun.
Alliance.
They should never do that again, but I liked it.
They killed off Liu Kang, and it was like the coolest, most shocking thing in video game history.
See, there you go. You need to kill a main character. It makes it so good because it's shocking and great.
It's true.
It's Mortal Kombat. Let's kill somebody. Come on.
Now, okay, you mentioned Johnny Cage in this movie.
Yeah.
And and a lot of people are kind of skittish because they're like, yo, where is Johnny Cage in this movie?
I don't know.
And they introduced a new character who doesn't make sense. I'm like,
but here's the theory.
You know what? They introduced Art Lean in the 95 film, and who the hell was he? But it was great, right? I want more Art Lean. I want Boone and Tobias to put Lean into one of the games. That would be an amazing. I'm so tired of hearing about Molina. I could.
Okay, so Dave, I can't stand Melina players. I said it. I don't care.
With you, bro.
Like they are the most, and I didn't like the fact that they put Melina in there just cause.
Well,
like I didn't need Melina in there.
I don't know if they did it because of the people. I think Ed Boon is smart enough to. I think he had that planned. I think it's his fault for poking the bear a little too much.
He did, and I didn't like the fact they put Melina in there. I'm okay with Rain being in there because we didn't see him die. We saw Melina die. Like, come on.
Well, we saw Liu Kang die too. So
remember,
now he's the Raiden or whatever.
Bro, this game is all about time travel.
I know that. But the thing about it is, I didn't like the fact that Melina was in the game, and she has the most over jocking move of all, which is the teleport kick with everybody.
I hate that kick, bro.
And she has a roll. She has a roll that pops you up. Yep. She has a roll that pops you up. Not only pops you up, combo stabs you, and then does the down kick constantly. Like teleport count. Man.
I
hate Melina players.
Flashbacks to get him mopped.
That's right. He knows a lot about time travel, don't you? Don't you? Time travel.
I can't stand Melina players. Like they're just.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, Melina. Rain is cool though.
Rain's cool. I mean, I like Rain. It wasn't like that. The choice was like, oh, Rain, this is awesome. It was like, oh, Rain, cool. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of where it was. Yeah. Although I really wanted, and I think a lot of people can attest too, that I really wanted Ash Williams from Evil Dead.
That would have been dope.
Well, there's an interview. It's like I don't even know when it happened, but it was an interview with Ed Boon, and he said that it will happen eventually. He actually said that. So I'm wondering if is he going to come clean with it, because there was two characters that he said that it was going to be in it, and one was Spawn, and that happened, and he said the other was Ash Williams, and it was like an interview from like the early 2000s. I'll have to dig it up, but they. So one happened. So I'm like, okay, let's do this. And let me tell you, Spawn is awesome. It's so good. It's so awesome. I got the character. I got the action figure because I thought he was just so
Keith
cool.
David.
I'm gonna kill you, motherfuckers.
Yeah, and oh yeah, that's right. Another celebrity voice. Celebrity voice. That's right.
There you go.
It's so good that they made him. They let him do the voice because he is Spawn. That makes sense.
The animated series was amazing.
Yeah,
I'm curious
with the likeness of
so they went Todd McFarlane.
They got Todd. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I haven't seen anything Spawn related.
I would love to see Goliath in there, and then have Spawn and Goliath talking to each other.
Look at Sir Wednesday. He's like, but why?
You just don't. Why do we need that?
Tiger shark.
now did since you've played it now, did you like the fact that they have the movie character skins in there from the 95 game?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think that's awesome. They need to do that. That's another thing that someone can buy.
Yeah, Sonya Blade looks much better than the one that they have.
Oh my god, Ronda Rousey. Ugh.
And
I could do without Ronda Rousey any day of the week.
And her acting was just bad.
Because she's a terrible actor. That's why. But same with Gina Carano. Sorry, they're better fighters than they are actors. Let's be honest.
If they were better fighters, they would have stayed in.
That's a great point.
Yeah, but Ronda Rousey got kicked in the head, and she was done. She was like, "Click, I'm done."
Yeah, that's fair.
Not many people.
No offense to Ronda Rousey, love Ronda, but her last match where she got kicked,
bruh. Holly Holmes pulled the fucking Looney Tunes move on her. And she went under like, whoop.
She grabbed the hammer. She grabbed the hammer out of her pocket. And then
she was like, ugh. And you saw a kick. I was like, yo, Ronda neck got a little bit before she went down. She was like, okay.
But see now, the characters that they introduced to us in 10.
X.
Oh yeah.
Like they had what's his name? What's his name?
Tamagotchi.
Tamagotchi,
You're not
really?
helping.
Nah,
You're
I
not
just do
helping.
it. I just do it. Just fuck with you.
No, they had Jason, they had Freddy.
No, I'm not talking about those characters. I'm talking about like the next generation fighters.
Oh,
Like
you mean,
like Kenchi's kid. I forgot his name. Takashi or something like that.
yeah.
But he was so cool because he was a mixture of Kenchi and Scorpion.
Yeah.
Well, because he
It was just so dope though. He had like the psychic powers, and then he had the fucking all the fucking cables and shit like that coming out of his wrist and shit.
Oh yeah, that's right. Like kind of like Movado, if you remember.
Yeah,
Movado.
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, there was also a descendant from Liu Kang and Kung Lao. So
Yeah.
you know, Kun Jin.
Kun Jin, yeah.
Kun Jin, yeah.
Who was actually, which is crazy that they alluded that he's gay, and I was like, okay.
Does it matter? Does it really matter?
It didn't matter, but they alluded to it. I was like, okay, cool, we got a gay character. Like,
I actually the character that is actually I really enjoyed because it was just different, you know, was and it's actually two characters. It's Farah and Tor.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed Farah Tor, but it was so weird and so out there. It just kind of
it was different. It was different.
Yeah.
I also,
it's like you were playing two different characters when you played them. Yeah.
I also enjoyed Jackie Briggs. I thought she.
Oh yeah, no, I did. Jackie Briggs is in 10 was one of my mains for sure.
Even Jackie Briggs in this game, I was like, yeah,
Cassie Cage is the joint, yo.
I like Cassie from the last game. I don't like her in this game too much.
Okay. No, that's fair. I actually tend to agree with you.
Because it's more like she didn't use technology in the last one. She was actually like a fighter and she used guns. And this one's just like, why she have this big, like robotic toy or
you
whatever.
You know why? Because in the last game,
it's the future.
Yeah, that too. And then in the last game though, she was the savior when she used her ancient powers that she had in her.
I mean, technically, hold on. Technically, Johnny Cage was the savior.
No, you're right. You're right. I give you that. How did you like about that? How they just switched it up on people?
I liked it. No, that was good.
That was interesting, right?
I'm glad they kind of gave Johnny Cage the win.
For real,
because obviously what we're used to is seeing Liu Kang or Raiden. You know what I mean? And it's like, and it's good. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I'm in. I want it. That's fine. But of course, in 11 they gave us Liu Kang. but then again, they also gave us Shang Tsung as a winner. Yeah. So that was very cool. So I'm actually very interested to see how because obviously there's going to be 12, right? There's going to be 12.
Yeah, we don't know where it's
whatever
going
they call it. But like, I want to know which storyline they move forward with. I would imagine they'd move forward with Liu Kang's storyline, but you can reset the whole entire.
But that's what he did, though.
But that's what I'm saying. You can reset everything.
Because that's what I'm hoping they do. Because if they do, and he saw young Kung Lao like his descendant, if they do Mortal Kombat 12 and start it back to that one, that'll be pretty interesting.
Well, I mean, when you go back to the story and the actual end of the last one, you see that he's the god, so he can go. He's the main dude because there's no Raiden. So now he's training his descendant, right, to get ready for Mortal Kombat to beat Goro because his descendant before lost to Goro. So now he beats Goro. The descendant becomes, the champion until the next Mortal Kombat. So we don't know where the story can go from there. Like, does Liu Kang and Kung Lao still train and become what they are? Does certain things happen differently to everybody else? Like, does Scorpions? Like, it'd be messed up if Scorpion still loses his fucking family.
But see, that's the.
How do you laugh at this?
Well, no,
I'm laughing at it because if Liu Kang is the person who's in charge of the time and everything, and he's the god and shit, he's gonna sit there and be like, "Yep."
But you've seen movies about time travel. Name one. You can't change the past. There's always something.
I'm focused, man.
Kind of fucks with you, right?
Right.
So I don't think you can, because I believe in correct me if I'm wrong, but in Mortal Kombat 11, when you win as Scorpion, he actually tries to redo it, and I believe the storyline says that he can't.
Yeah.
Every time his family dies. So I think that's your answer right there.
It's because it's sorcery. Like when you, Quan Chi is the one who
set him up.
Yeah, Quan Chi and the master of the Lin Kuei set like really in cahoots that did all that shit just to get that medallion. just to get the medallion from because that was mythology. Just to get the medallion from them, you know?
Yeah.
For Shinnok. So it all entwines with each other, which is weird.
Yeah.
Although if I was smart, if Liu Kang was smart, he would go back, beat up Quan Chi, kick Quan Chi in the balls, just like Sonya Blade did, so everybody could come back to life during that timeline. You all see this? She was like, boom. He was like, oh shit, bitch, boom. He was like, bitch, that's my nuts.
Honestly, I thought that it was a funny ass scene, but come on, dude. Quan Chi is like
a bitch.
He's like he's this big ass sorcerer, and this dude has fucking lived for almost I don't know how many thousands of years. You mean to tell me you can't kick no human's ass? Kiss my ass.
I'm actually a little disappointed because Spawn obviously is in the new one. We talked about that too.
Yeah.
But, at one point, someone tries to kick him in the nuts in the movie, and if you remember, there's this thing that like grabbed it. So why didn't they do that in the video game? Like if for like a low blow, like something would stop it. Like you can't low blow him.
Yeah,
that would have been a good little.
The problem is he would be OP as he's already OP. Like he literally has everything.
One move though, just one.
Yeah. Because Cassie does the whole kick in the nuts thing. Like if she did that and it just went shink,
just stop. I mean, but there's so many characters that have moves like that. So why not? I don't know. I don't think it would make them that OP. It's just one move against one character. I think.
You mentioned I like that one move with the freaking him getting kicked in the balls and the belt buckle grabbing.
Yeah.
Like that brought me back to like I watched a podcast with Michael Jai White on it, who played Spawn in the movie. And he says when he went to go see the movie and the director is like, what the movie he saw versus the movie we saw was a totally different movie. Like there was a lot of shit they just added. Like the whole, let me take the bomb out of his chest. He said, when I saw the movie, that shit wasn't in there. And I'm like, what the fuck? I would love to have seen the original movie as it was, but that's never gonna happen. That's like seeing Josh Trank's original Fantastic Four.
I know, that's like seeing a Snyder cut of the.
It's like bringing my friend Donovan back from the dead.
Yeah, right. Like,
if you ever hear us say that, we're talking about Only the Strong. I don't know if you ever watched that, like way back in the day. It was a movie about capoeira, and like.
Where was his funeral?
I literally we did a whole podcast about it.
I had made a funeral for him because in the movie they were like, okay, we graduated. Hey, everything is great. We put the drug dealer away. Where the fuck is Donovan's funeral? They didn't even give him a Polaroid. At least have a Polaroid.
No big picture in the background while they're graduating. Nothing.
It's the same thing with the Marvel thing. You know, like they gave Tony Stark this ridiculous scene with the most expensive scene ever shot in Hollywood, you know, but like what about you know what
Black Widow?
What about Black Widow? What about like why like instead all it was
and they said it this fucked up. It was like, did she have family? We were her family.
Well then have a funeral for her, dick. Like
they went to get shawarma after. That was the funeral.
So like come on. I mean, that would be like the only gripe I would have, I think, for like
her tribute is the movie whenever the fuck that comes out.
Is that even going to be good? Is anyone really excited about it? We all know what happens to her.
I'm excited to see Skullmaster.
Taskmaster.
Skullmaster. I'm thinking of Skeletor at the same time. Sorry. Taskmaster. That's the only person.
Taskmaster is actually more relatable to Spider-Man, so I don't know how they are going to. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's the MCU. They take a liberty.
I was hyped when it first was talked about, and as it got delayed, the hype just went away. I was just all like, just bring out the movie, please.
We'll just wait for it to come out on Disney Plus.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like, so wait, are we getting a fat Captain America who's not American? Okay, all right.
Oh, but you know what though?
Stranger Things, Captain America.
Where yo, seriously, at the end of Stranger Things, he went to Russia and now he's coming out of it.
Totally
Now he's-
canon.
totally canon. Totally canon.
May 7th is supposedly coming out.
We gonna see.
Oh my god.
You
We
know
shall
what?
see.
All right, well, we got 15 minutes left in the show.
Oh, okay. So what I wanted to ask, because I
Yeah.
did see a couple of your tweets about WandaVision, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna hold watching the episode so I can hear what you think about like the series so far.
Oh, so you haven't watched the series?
No, I've seen it. I want to know what you think of the series so far.
It is, and actually, I'm going to quote my my co-host with GameFix. He actually said, and keep in mind, he's a huge Star Wars guy, like really big Star Wars guy. Okay, and he said that when it comes to WandaVision, Marvel, I guess Disney and both, right?
Mhm.
Marvel did it better than Star Wars did it for Mandalorian. So it actually fits
Oh shit!
it's way better storytelling than Mandalorian ever did, because Mandalorian is kind of like, oh, let's just get this character and throw him in there. And this is like, it's okay. Let's get this storyline. But like all of these stories that we've never really heard any stories about this Mandalorian itself. Obviously Boba Fett, obviously, but like, and I'm not an expert when it comes to.
I mean, there's comics for it. There's comics for it,
but it's still not. The way they fit, or the way, at least right now, the way they're fitting in WandaVision to Marvel, they're doing it way better than Star Wars did to Mandalorian. That's all. I have total respect to Mandalorian. I'm a big fan of Mandalorian. That is a great show. Great show. I think WandaVision is smarter. I think it fits better within the MCU. It's way better with the MCU. There are so many little nuances in that show that it's so smart. There's
Yep.
You guys have to understand that after this is all said and done, once we get to episode 9, by the way, there's 9 episodes, if you guys know that. So once we get through episode 9, we're gonna actually, all of us, I'm sure all of us will go back and watch it, and there's gonna be things that we missed throughout every episode.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We should have saw, but like which is why it's so smart, and there's so many things, and there's so many ways they're introducing new characters, and I have a couple of predictions as far as characters.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it. I want to hear your prediction.
Okay, here's my most far-fetched prediction. How's that? I know it's far-fetched, but I would love it. I think that at some point they're going to put a James Spader in the show, but a flesh James Spader. So the actual James Spader.
Because in the comics,
he was Ultron.
His voice. Yeah, because every single like commercial they have something that does with her past.
Right.
Yep.
So by having like James Spader and having his voice being all,
why not?
Oh, shoot, that's kind of interesting.
I mean, hell, I've been
in the comics, but also in the comics, Ultron did take in like a human form, like he was flesh,
right?
Like he was disguising.
Why not?
That's right.
Why not?
In the comics, he did do that.
I mean, they brought
he was actually a government official.
Okay.
And so in the comics, he was a government official, and he was like in disguise. I was like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean, technically, they brought in the wrong Quicksilver. I say wrong as a joke, but like
that was great.
It was like, wait a minute, that's not Pietro that we remember, and but they did it because they tied in X-Men. They're doing it. They're finally doing it, but it's like, but we still don't know the extent of what they're doing. But what
baby steps.
It's baby steps. It's absolutely baby. Because keep in mind, the Pietro that we remember in the MCU, it was in the early 2000s, right?
Yeah.
And in that, and then the Peter, actually his name was Peter, was like in the 70s, right? So it was a totally different time period.
You could say 90s as well.
He was introduced in the 70s.
Yeah, he was introduced in the 70s.
Right. Yeah, because it was the Cold War.
Yeah, bro.
Actually, that would have been the 60s. Excuse me. Sorry.
It was the first class crew.
Yeah, the first class.
Well, it was after First Class.
I'm talking about It's the First Class
but
saga.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's all in
they didn't get
the
that
early
far into the
stages.
future.
Right.
So it's just it's not that big of a deal, really.
Right.
It's just a minor thing. But okay. So James Spader in the flesh.
Darcy said it best. You recast Pietro.
That's great, right? Like I'm so invested. Like it's great. I can't wait to see what happens in the next episode because we're actually.
Oh my
if
God.
you guys are watching this. This is right before episode 7, right? So
Yes.
Yeah.
So Darcy just got pulled into the.
Yep. She's
where
in
all the other clowns are. So,
but we don't know what she is because
we don't know. Yeah, exactly. They didn't reveal that, so we'll see what happens with
You
that.
see the new poster though of her in it?
Nah.
No.
There's a new poster with her on it that kind of may indicate that she might be like either kind of some type of a news reporter or something like that. That's what it looks like.
Oh, that's cool.
It's interesting.
So
sure.
I'll ask this question since we're on one.
I'm not done with my.
He's not done.
Oh, you're not done with it?
No, he's not done. He's got more.
I'll give you one more. Okay. Well, they were talking about Monica Rambeau was talking about how she is going to see some random scientist. She hasn't given name, but I feel I'm hearing it could be John Krasinski from The Office playing Reed Richards. That's a rumor. I don't know if it's true. Although I absolutely believe it. So
that'll be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. But James Spader would be my most like, ooh,
Nickname. You had something?
No, I was gonna talk about what I had posted in the group chat earlier. I don't know if you saw what Funko posted, but they posted like new pops for WandaVision, and they have the Pietro Maximoff, and it says Pietro Maximoff like on the box.
With
So a lot of people are
quotations.
like, he's not who he says he is at this point.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, okay. That has quotes on it. All right.
Mephisto.
Well, yeah, that's what we're all thinking. I mean, there's so many M's everywhere scattered throughout the show that it's kind of weird.
I mean, it could be Magneto.
It could be Magneto. Oh, Magneto. Let's do this. But you know which Magneto that I think would show up?
Ian McKellen.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were talking about that.
Yes, we were.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right,
But
Roundhouse, what you got?
yeah. Throw it.
Michael Fassbender would be all. I mean,
It'd be great. But I think let's really fuck with that.
But Ian McKellen as Mephisto would be interesting.
That doesn't make any. Now you're not making.
No, it makes perfect sense. Shut up.
Stretch.
Get off your show.
No. He sent you away. I'm about to kick you.
I don't know. Like, so my question is, my question is for everybody. Who do you think the engineer is? You already said. So who do you think the engineer could be?
You mean other than Reed Richards?
Mm-hmm.
The scientist? Bruce Banner? I don't think that would be it though.
He's a biochemist.
Yeah.
You're a biochemist.
Well, they just call him a scientist, right? Like there's no.
He's a astrospace engineer.
Oh, that's Reed Richards. I don't know what else I could even say.
Adam Brashear, which is basically Blue Marvel.
Oh, Blue Marvel.
It could be, but that's one. A lot of people are saying Riri Williams, but I don't think so.
Ironheart.
I don't.
Depends. Was she snapped early or was she?
No,
wasn't?
I don't think so because the thing is, she would still. The way they're going to introduce her is they're going to introduce her as a teenager. So that's the thing. She's working with somebody who's probably worked with Sword for a while. And who actually is kind of, because Sword's not going to take somebody like her seriously.
Yeah, but she made her own suit. That's the thing. She's not affiliated with anybody.
She made her own suit in the comics. We don't know what she did here.
But we don't know how old she is anyway, because we don't know if she's got snapped.
We ain't paying for reruns. Remember that.
We don't know anything.
We don't know nothing. But yeah, I mean, it could be Riri Williams. It could be Mr. Fantastic. Could be Blue Marvel. Some people are saying War Machine.
Kane the Conqueror.
Kane the Conqueror.
I mean, he's not being introduced until Ant-Man 3.
Could it be Peter Parker?
No.
I mean, they wouldn't pay Tom Holland money for it.
I wouldn't. Maybe it's not Tom Holland.
I was thinking.
Get Get off your show.
Buzzer beater.
That's a new one.
Off your show.
That's a new one. I'm keeping that.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
I mean, because if she's pulling people from different dimensions,
Right? Yo, what about
maybe she's not.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep that in mind too.
Maybe Dr. Strange is.
Hold
on, I have a question. I have a real quick question. If this is going on, why haven't any of the other Avengers come in to help?
They don't know what's going on.
What?
Well,
but remember, the town themselves, people from the town, like, oh, the place doesn't exist. That's probably going on everywhere else.
Yeah, but that only exists. That belief only exists if you're connected to the town.
Yeah.
Everyone else knows that it's there, but everyone else says it's not.
That's true.
You're basically asking why isn't Winter Soldier there or
well, they got them. Well, we'll find out in March.
Oh my God! You know what's really funny about that show? Like, I'm so excited. Like, WandaVision is so smart and it's so crazy, and there's science and it's space and it's just amazing, right? But then, like, I'm so almost underwhelmed to see what's going to happen in this. And I'm like, it's gonna be like a buddy cop show, which is fine.
That's exactly what it's gonna
be. But here's the thing: it might end up being since Winter Soldier was like my all-time favorite Marvel movie out of the MCU. It might end up
being in Cleveland, by the way.
Yes, filmed in Cleveland.
I almost hit one of the vehicles that was riddled with bullets when I was driving into work one day, and I was just like, "What the hell?" And then I saw it. I was like, "Was there like a shootout here?" And then I saw a giant camera boom, and I was like, "Oh."
But if it has the same vibe as Winter Soldier, I'm pretty stoked for it. Like, even with how explosive WandaVision is, it'll be kind of nice to kind of go to that espionage type grounded.
For the next things. There will be a big fight at the end of WandaVision.
I'm sure. I'm waiting for it.
But with who? We don't know.
We'll see. But
Tony Stark could come back. You laugh.
It's true. It's true. You never know. But
it could be played by somebody else. It could be like Tom Cruise finally.
Oh God!
Oh my God.
No. He almost was Tony Stark.
That's true.
I got a question for you guys. Another question.
Last one.
Do you think Skrulls the Skrulls are involved?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yo, Hayward is a Skrull. I'm telling you this now.
Ooh, that's I never thought about that, but
yeah, Hayward's gotta be a Skrull, bro. Like, come on.
Is Fury still alive?
Oh yeah, well,
he's in space.
This is 8 months before Spider-Man.
But if he's a Skrull,
well, wait, hold up. Well, this is supposedly 8 months before the third Spider-Man movie.
Third, right? 8 months.
Is it?
Yeah, this is supposed to be 7 to 8 months before the Spider-Man movie, 3 weeks after the blip.
Which means that WandaVision and Spider-Man are connected in some way, and I'm really excited.
Well, they're going to be in the.
They're probably both going to be
Doctor
in
Strange 2 movie.
It's supposed to bridge Doctor Strange, and then Doctor Strange is supposed to bridge into Spider-Man. So I think all three of them should connect in some way.
Some kind of connection, yeah. I mean, they're all connected. Every movie's connected. But I want to see some kind of direct connection. That's what I'm looking.
I want to see if Monica Rambeau like her DNA is already changing.
Yeah.
I want to see are we going to get that extent of it when we're going to see Photon actually come out? Or are we going to get her?
I mean, it makes sense. I think that makes total sense. They should do that.
You know what?
Although it's too, I almost feel it's too obvious, right? Because it's Marvel.
Well, she is a superhero. I mean, I was expecting. See, this is the thing. I was expecting something else happened to her, or she already had her powers.
Yeah.
But I was like, wait a minute. If Captain Marvel hasn't been back on Earth since Endgame,
what's that about? That's like.
Yeah, it's
like they mentioned her, and she's just like,
she's like, yeah, that bitch.
There's a fight that happened, I'm sure.
That bitch.
Well, I mean, her mom's dying, and if Captain Marvel was supposed to be her aunt or godmother, and she ain't there.
You think that's what? Because that's funny. I actually never thought about that because, like, I always thought maybe it's something we're gonna find out later because. I really don't think we're going to find out in WandaVision why she's upset.
Yeah, Captain Marvel's is Monica's godmother. It's technically like her aunt. So, and her mom like before the snap, her mom is dying from cancer, and so Captain Marvel's not there to even be there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure if she had to beep her, but I'm just saying. Like,
well, she only told Fury to hit it if there was an absolute emergency.
Right.
So
she probably has some hard feeling. Like, it's she does have heart feelings towards Captain Marvel because she's not there for her mom's dying.
Okay, that's plausible. It's arguable. Yeah. All right.
Well, I'm glad we had that talk.
That was fun.
That was fun, guys. You got something else on Wednesday?
Yeah, I mentioned it before, but I just want to reiterate. You were with us for the last functioning con of 2020. How are you holding up with the whole changes of everything that went down? The cancellation of con life and going about your day to day and still doing the show with this pandemic going on. How are you able to function?
Well, it's funny because like when it comes to the podcast, like literally what you see in the background is what you see in the background when we do the live show. Like I'm doing it here. This is where I do the show, and it's where I've done the show for the last 5 or 6 years. So it's well, maybe not. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it. And so when it came to the pandemic, we actually thrived because we were doing this anyway. Like, you know, he has kids, so it was we couldn't really go over each other's house and do it. It's like you guys did it together, right? At one point, and now you're obviously doing it in Zoom, and it's like it's almost not that different, other than like I'd like to hang out with my friend. I think that's different. Like, I mean, masks are weird. You know, it is what it is. I'm not going to.
Everybody's a ninja.
Yeah. Well, yeah, right. Yeah. But like, I don't want to complain about that because, you know, obviously masks, at least in my opinion, help everyone else. You know, you're not protecting yourself, you're protecting everyone when
right.
So, I'm not here to give a, you know.
No, we understand. No, we get it.
Hey, we live it too. So
yeah, but like, you know, I'm a recluse. You know, I'm a gamer. I thrive when I'm sitting in front of my TV with some headphones and playing with people like you. You know what I mean? So like, which by the way,
it's happening. Don't worry, it's gonna happen.
What's gonna happen? You're gonna fight me.
Oh, you're going down, son. Maybe not. They're probably gonna kill me. Wow, those eyes. Jeez.
Oh man.
Oh geez. Well, anyway,
I'm either scared or in love. I don't even. Scared. I'm scared. No, I'm scared.
Both.
Yeah, both.
Well, thank you for watching for us today. I'm so speechless after that whole shit.
Let me give my stuffs before we leave.
Oh no, I will. I was getting to you. No, I was getting to you. I was just going to get to my little outro. Thank you for watching us this evening. We hope you guys enjoyed with our awesome guest here, David Spano. Please tell these guys where they can find you.
Well, like I said, I have 2 podcasts. So the first one is our weekly podcast we do every Monday night. We actually do it on our Facebook. So you can kind of join us and comment and tell us how stupid we are. Roundhouse, by all means, please join. It's like, wait, why me? But trust me. So every Monday night. So please go to the website first. That's probably the easiest place to find us. That's gamefixshow.com. And you actually, there's all the links up in the top right-hand corner that you could follow us and do whatever. Like I said, Facebook, Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You could do this.
Yay, you made it to the show.
That's how Black Caesar.
Black Caesar, yeah. What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing, brother? How's everything?
Everything's good, man. Everything's good.
Cool.
Better late than never.
Yeah, we were actually wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I think I might as well make that final goodbye.
I love this guy. I love him. Continue, Dave. Go ahead.
The other website, the other podcast is the Mortal Kombat Minute. Like I said, we talk about the 1995 flick Mortal Kombat. So if you like that, please go and subscribe and listen to that. Those are really easy easy listens. Like 10-20-minute episodes. The Game Fix is like an hour and a half usually.
Like this one. Okay.
Like this one, yeah. And you know, with Game Fix, we talk news and even give retro reviews and stuff like that. So we probably do. You know, we talk more video games with that. Mortal Kombat, we talk them. That's so. And other than that, that's it.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
As awkward as possible. Hey, do you have any questions, Black Caesar, since you just joined us?
Oh, yeah. Well, one, are you psyched for the trailer tomorrow?
Oh, actually, no, we didn't even talk about that. Oh, very psyched. Very psyched. I can't wait for it. I think whatever they did with this movie, it has to hit hard,
right,
in this trailer. And if they don't, obviously they're gonna have to rename it, kind of like they renamed the what's the Harley Quinn movie they had?
Oh, bullshit.
Birds of Prey. Not Birds of Prey. Gotcha.
No, it was called Harley Quinn something something and the Birds of Prey.
Yeah. Then it's like just Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey. Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Trash.
But I mean, they today, like we talked about earlier today, they released the posters, the character posters of at least 10 of the characters.
Yeah,
I don't know if
there
more than that. But so with that, tomorrow, I guess tomorrow morning, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
But yeah, we'll be posting that on our social medias. I'm sure Craig's on top of that. So
boom.
Yeah.
That's a yes.
That is a yes.
Uh-huh.
But yes. You can. Thanks for joining us. Thank you for joining us, Black Caesar.
You gotta put the studio audience music where he's like clap like.
Oh, I will. You can, of course.
Are we like?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You can reach us at these platforms right here. That's going to show on the screen, of course. And since even though we did talk about this number and sometimes how useless it is, I'm still going to put this number out there.
That's
the number is 973-370-3115. You can call us on this number and leave a message. You can fight Roundhouse on Friday.
Oh, I'm gonna leave a message. I didn't even know you guys had that. I can't.
You can talk shit.
I'm gonna leave a message
hi
once a day.
Oh, do it. Oh, wait, no, don't do that. My phone's gonna go off so many times.
You gotta leave a message like an old wrestling promo, like I'm coming for you.
I tell you something, brother.
Come get me, Batman.
Come get me, Batman.
The cream rises to the top, and I am the cream of the W. Oh, yeah,
that was on point. I like that.
Make sure, man, if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. And if you subscribe, please hit the bell to make sure you get updated on all things of this podcast and everything else that's on this channel. Please go to this guy's website and his show, The Game Fix Show, and check out the Mortal Kombat Minute.
You're gonna check that out, right?
I'm checking that shit out immediately.
It's a
great. That just sounds so cool.
I was already on it when he said it. I was like,
sweet. Me and Phil, my co-host, would you guys let us know on the Facebook page? Give us some feedback if you guys like it.
Definitely. But
not just you guys, the listeners too.
Well, no, yeah, but definitely also check out the Game Fix Show. These guys are really cool, really funny, and they have a lot of good stuff that they put on all the time. Until then, guys, we'll see you guys next week.
That's right. Get off the fence.
Peace out, guys.
Deuces.
You're a deuce. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Hold on.
Oh my God.